Good morning, everybody. Here are the answers for the water pollution questions. I'm doing the video this way instead of taking still pictures just so we can do a kind of a commentary on the answers. So here the first page is, and I think it's probably pretty self-explanatory. Let me go ahead and switch over. Here's the second page. On the third page, I've made some notes here specifically about agriculture being the leading source of water pollution, mainly from, we know, all the different pesticides and herbicides and organic like waste that can be produced. So those oxygen demanding wastes that are fecal matter, just the waste lagoons from the animals, but also from inorganic plant nutrients like nitrates and phosphates that are in fertilizers. So I know that water pollution is not going to be heavily tested at all on our test. However, how we raise food and the impacts on the environment and also economic impacts of raising food in our agricultural lands will be. So I just thought it was duly noted that we need to still know how to plug this information in case you have a question on your exam about that. Let's see. I think that's it for this page. So let's go ahead and go to the next one. Okay, for question 60, about oil pollution, we know that when we talk about in our last unit about different energy sources, and we're going to weigh their environmental and ecological benefits, environmental and economic benefits, but also we're going to look at what are the drawbacks of using those. So again, knowing about how oil and coal and natural gas can actually pollute the soil and the air and the water, I think we need to note that. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. I think for question 63, all those are physical removal methods other than the chemical, which is a coagulating agent. It's a chemical that attaches to the oil and it creates a new type of compound, and it makes it easier to filter and to gather the oil that's accumulated. Okay, this next page for 67, I've made some notes as far as all the answers are true. I didn't note that, but they are. But plugging in the words riparian zone and remember crop rotation, Jason presented that. What we need to associate with enriching the soil is the fact that planting legumes and that rotation, like soybeans and peanuts and peas, that they add nitrogen to the soil because they are nitrogen fixers, taking the atmospheric nitrogen and converting it to ammonia, which then will be converted by the bacteria in the soil to nitrates. For question 69, the animal again is associated with those waste lagoons. That's what a detention basin is. On the water quiz pages, you can see just some of the notes that I have. There's even some that talked about climate change. And question 6, we're talking about destroying coral reefs. Climate change is associated with coral bleaching that you might recall when the waters get warm. Also, if sediment actually rolls in to those coral reefs and kind of chokes them out, it can cause them to die. Let's see. Guess you see the commentary on question 8 and 9. Okay. And on this page, Okay. Some of these questions are getting into air pollution sources. And then my notes on the question up above, they're talking about biological indicators of pollution. In this case, we're talking about pH changes. And then question 21, all those are microorganisms that cause usually a diarrheal or a gastrointestinal sickness, except chlamydia and gonorrhea, and those are both STDs. There's the oxygen sag curve that I explained on one of the videos. And here's the math problems and the answers. Okay. The oil pollution question. And then the last one's on the back.